Good morning, students. Today we're going to do a quick Photoshop Wednesday. I hope this won't be too hard for you, and I'm going to do it today in AppStream to make sure that it will work on AppStream. Today we're going to learn how to do something simple. We're going to make a person who's frowning. We're going to turn that frown upside down using the liquify tool. So the first thing we need is a picture of someone frowning. So let's go to Google Photos and search for frowning man or frowning woman. Great. I'm going to click images. And here's a quick tip. If you click over here to tools and go to usage rights, look for ones that have Creative Commons. Right, I found this picture of this kid who looks like my son when I tell him he can't watch Paw Patrol. Go ahead and save it. And then go to AppStream and come to the home folder in AppStream. And inside your home folder, you can upload it. You can also put the files on your Google Drive and access them that way. All right, the file is uploaded, and now I can open it in Photoshop. When you get this message, just remember to look here on your computer. This PC, home folder. And you could, if you know the file name, you could just start typing it in. Or you could scroll. But there are no thumbnails, so you're going to have to know the file name. All right, we are in AppStream. I'm going to close out this Learn tab over here to give myself more room. And I'm going to unlock the background so that it is editable. First thing I'm going to do is right-click and duplicate my layer. That way, if I mess up anything on this layer, I still have the original layer. Okay, let's get to liquifying. We are going to use the liquify filter and make sure you're on the top layer copy. And that filter lives up here under filters. If you look down, there's one called liquify. Go ahead and click it. If yours gives you any artifacts or is kind of messed up or off kilter, you can try and zoom in or zoom out to see if that fixes it, or just click cancel and try it again. These filters take up a lot of memory and processor power. There we go. It's working good. You'll notice that mine has automatically detected a face, and it has put these tools in and around the face that let you modify it. It's really neat for other uses. For this one, it works a little bit. It's a good place to start. So say we want to make our mouth have more of a smile. You can click these flyouts and go to mouth and then increase the smile, and notice that it's pulling up the edges of his lips. And even I'll take it to 100%, and it's now made his lips go up. If I take it to negative, you can see that it makes him frown even more. So let's go ahead and boost it. It's a good starting point. You could change a whole lot of things, like the eyes and the nose and the mouth and stuff like that. Play around with it, have fun. But the end result is that we're trying to make the student smile. So I'm going to switch to this tool up here called the forward warp tool. This basically lets you grab a part of the picture and move it around. You could change the size. The bigger it is, the more it moves. I'm going to go with somewhere around 40. And you could type in here too if you want. Depending on the resolution of your picture, you'll need to change the size of your brush. So that was a good start here on the mouth, but let's make it a little more exaggerated. So I'm going to grab the corner of his mouth and pull it up a little bit more, give him kind of a smirk. And this part down here still looks a little bit down, so I'm going to click and drag to pull it up, give it almost a clown-looking smirk. And next up is his eyebrows, so we need to make those look more like he's happy. So I'm going to click up here and try and pull his eyebrows up. Make sure you don't click and pull and get the eye. You'll end up with something crazy and weird. If you make a mistake, it's no big deal. Just hit Control Z to undo. And see, you could step back multiple times with Control Z. So maybe 40 was a little big for his eyebrows. I'll set it down to something closer to 20. And what I want is just a kind of happy curve. So maybe I'll pull this part down and bring this part up with his eyebrows. And notice that it really blurs out any detail when you do this. So if you do it too much, it'll just end up looking like a smudge. So this is a very quick job. You could spend more time working on it if you'd like. Remember, you can hold Alt and mouse wheel to zoom in and out. If you're on the trackpad, I'm sorry, you're going to have to come over here and use the zoom tool. And you can click and drag to zoom in. Click to zoom in, or you can right click and choose a percentage that you want to view. When I get it so it looks kind of decent, I can click OK. And now you could turn off the visibility between the layers to see the difference. And that's that. And then I'm going to go to File. I'm not going to click on the white bar up there. I'm going to go to File, Export. Quick export as a PNG. And then I'm going to put it on Google Classroom. If you're on the new version of Photoshop, you can try out some of their new tools that are pretty interesting. You go to Filters, and this time you go to Neural Filters. When Neural Filters opens up, there's a little flask down here. And you click it and then turn on Smart Portraits. This lets you change people's facial expressions. We're going to give it a try. So we're going to take this and we're going to pump that happiness up to 50%. And you'll see it spinning, and that's because the processing on this happens in the cloud, not on your computer. Meaning they send this picture to the Adobe cloud and they run a bunch of AI software to try and figure out how to make this kid smile. Let's see if they did a better job than we could do with the liquify tool. Oh my goodness. It's like Halloween all over again. Well, it's happier, I guess. Anyway, see if yours turn out any better.